Moving on, then we have the support of workflow for ADO. So today, workflow support or workflow is like the status transition that happens on any applications, right? We support workflow for Jira, Micro Focus, ALM, Octane, JAMA, and Clarity. And we have expanded this status transition support to Azure DevOps. I have an interesting slide. Thank you so much, Tim, for sharing this slide. I think we put the slide on our learnings. So this is how it always happens. Like when you have a enforced process in any applications, right? ADO, you can move from one status to another only by the specified status of the application. Now, if you don't have a workflow added to your automations, if in ADO, for example, if I try to move or if based on the sync, it moves from to do to done directly, it will fail. But if you have a workflow, we are giving the transition, we are providing the transition, and ConnectALL is intelligent enough to navigate between each states and reach the destination state that it wants. So what we have to do for this is like, first create a JSON in the section. If at all somebody is new to ADO and they want to know how to pick the IDs and stuff, we have given instructions here. And these instructions are also provided in our documentation for any of you to go and create a JSON. I already have a JSON created for ADO based on my ADO environment. And this JSON needs to be added onto your workflows in ConnectALL. And once you add it onto the workflow section, you have to add it to this automation, whichever needs it. You have to, on your field configurations, you have to go and set this out. Set this workflow, and from there it will be able to, based on the JSON file that you're giving, it will be able to navigate to the different states and reach the end state. There is no change that we have implemented. Basically, the behavior is going to be the same across. You have to create this JSON. As said, the ID, title, everything needs to be created based on the applications status IDs. And then you will have to, you can see the path, you can select the path on the workflow, and then ConnectALL will be able to move from that path to the needed path in which we wanted to set the, or in which a synchronization basically happens. I've given a sample JSON will be given. I've also given the Academy link here. If somebody wants to know more about a workflow, Tim has a wonderful learning that has been put up here in the Academy. We can use that. I'll quickly show how it look in the application. So I already have an automation that's created with the ADO. I'll show how the workflow will look like. So this is my automation that I've created. And let me open up the workflows with that. So this automation is between ServiceNow and ADO, and it's between incident and bug. I have a couple of field mapping already given. In my workflow, let me go into the workflows. So I've already added this workflow, and the path we can, from the JSON that I've added, we can just check the path. So for me, when I create, it will usually be to do, and I go into closed search. There'll be multiple path. We can transition the ticket. It can be moved from to do to approve to multiple other hops it can actually take. I've taken this path. These are all the path that is available. We can fix which path we wanted to take it. So I've fixed this path, and in my automation, I have added that particular ADO workflow in here for the ADO application. So this is done here. Let me show how it works. Let me have my ADO opened, and I need my Rally. No, it should be ServiceNow. Sorry. ServiceNow, and it is ServiceNow incidents. Okay, let me go into ServiceNow incidents. Okay, I should have yes. So let me create a new incident in ServiceNow. Before, let me get this automation ready. So I'm just creating this new incident, and let me put the short description. That's the so I've created this incident, and the state of the incident is new at this point of time. So this is an incident. The state is new now here. Let me run this automation. So it creates the record in ADO. So the record is created in ADO. Let me go into ADO. It should be a bug. Is it a search directly? Mm, okay, right. Okay. So so the ServiceNow ticket is created, and if you see the state here, ideally the state can only move from to do, approved, design, and in progress. It cannot move to a closed state even if you do it directly here. So this is what our workflow will actually do it. It can hop me directly to the state that I need based on the hops that I have set. So now I go into ServiceNow, and if I change this directly to closed. Give me a minute, it's opening. So now I'm changing this to closed directly. Sometime. And I'm updating it. If you don't have a workflow at this point of time, it'll actually be a sync failure. Now that we have workflow, let me run it again. I'm running the automation. So if you now go into, it should automatically go into the closed state. Let's give it a few minutes. Yes, it's updated into ADO. So it has gone directly into closed. So the path it takes here, if you see the ADO path, this is the same path it takes as what we have set it in our hops here. So this is how the workflow actually works based on the status transition that we have updated.